Hello friends, surprise, happy Tuesday. We are going to paint this cute new wagon set that I have on the website. Oops, I didn't finish gluing it together yet because I wasn't sure exactly where I wanted it and maybe it's easier to paint. But I did put it together. I wanted to make sure that it went together good before I put it up on the website for sale. So mine's painted, or not painted, goodness, mine's glued already. Typically I paint first. Hello Brandy. But because I wanted to make sure it worked, it's glued together, so I'm going to paint it glued. And then we also have new on the website, so the wagon comes just like this, just the wagon. Then the kits, each kit will come with the little hanger attachment on here. This one's going to say love in 3D. Hey, hey. It's also got XOXO, February 14th. And then some little conversation hearts as inserts. So each month I will add at least one new holiday theme, or like, hey Rachel, holiday theme, or like just regular traditional everyday home decor insert pieces for this as well. You can find it under the sitters or shelf sitters part on my website if you're looking for it. Huh? You're good, dude. All right, you know what? Let's just start with the wagon. That's going to be the most difficult part probably because it's already together. Thank you so much for sharing, Brandy. Appreciate it. I'm going to paint mine in nutmeg brown, I think. And take my little hanger piece off here because that doesn't really go to it. And I think because I've got it put together, I'm going to use a paintbrush instead of sponges. So we'll see how that works. So when you get yours, it will be, I don't have a blank one here to show you, but it just comes with all the pieces just like the regular kits do, and you're gonna glue it together yourself. So it's pretty self-explanatory. If I have a bunch of questions on it, I'll cut another one to put together for you guys live, so that way I can show you how to do it. But basically it's these two end pieces here is what I did. I took these two end pieces and I put the long skinny edges of the wagon together, glued that. Once it was dry, flipped it over to the other side, and then I put the tires or the wheels on underneath. And like I said, this isn't even, I don't have that attached yet, the handle, so I gotta glue that together still. But it was good enough to know that the file worked and get some photos for the website, and that's all I needed, so that's what I did. Hey Amy, yes I do. You can find all of my products. The link to my website is in my bio. It's dizzydesigner.com. All right, just cleaning up my edges. Like I said, it's a little bit more difficult to paint it once you've put it together, but you certainly still can paint it once it's built. I usually like to paint and then put my stuff together because it's easier, but so see, that brown is not terribly different from the MDF.
I think it looked cute with red.
You think it looked cute with red? It would, but the thing with red is that I would love it for like Christmas and Valentines and stuff, but in the summer I would want it to be nice and bright.
Oh,
so
red wagon.
I understand.
With apple sign on it.
I know, but I want my wagon to be brown.
It looks like fall.
Well, you can think that. I want it to be brown. Hello, Sue.
I'll just change it when you're thinking.
Okay. Well, I'll cut you your own and you can paint it however you want. How's that sound? That's what I thought. Doesn't mean I won't cut another wagon and have a red one. I might. I thought about doing it white because I like the farmhouse look, but
that's what farmhouse look. The red was a farmhouse. It's modern look.
Okay, we're not going to argue about my paint color choice, okay? He doesn't like my paint color. He wants it to be red. All right, I'm not going to paint every...
I don't think it looks that bad.
Good. I'm not going to paint like the insides of it and all that. You certainly could, and I probably would have if I didn't have it put together already, but I'm just going to do the outside edges. And then my tires are going to be black, wheels, whatever you want to call them. I guess they're not really tires, are they?
Gee.
Put it on its side, make it a little bit easier here maybe. Press, please don't roll all around in that chair. You know I don't like it.
going slow.
I don't care. I don't like it. And you're spinning and I've been dizzy, so please stop. Hello, Melissa. Thank you so much. It is in the shop, Sue. Yep. You can find it under Shelf Sitters, under the DIY blank section. And then the inserts are in that same section, I believe. Right now, I'm keeping everything separated that way, the way that I had. But I didn't start doing the DIY blanks until about August. So once I get farther into the year, I'll go through and separate it by season instead of by blanks to make it a little bit easier to find, probably. Thank you. I saw this and I thought it was super fun, but the file size was a little bit different than what I normally use. So I wanted to make sure that it worked before I put it out for you guys. And I like it, so hopefully you guys enjoy it as well.
For a little bit, just quietly.
Can you what?
Roll right here in this area.
No, you don't belong rolling on it. That's not what it's for.
So that's why I'm okay when I do it, isn't it?
Yes, you know that it is, so quit. All right, so there's my edge. I feel like, oh, never mind. I was looking at the wrong side. I was gonna say, I feel like it looks darker, but it's not. It looks the same. And you can see inside of there. If I was painting it before I glued it together, I would have painted the insides too. So that's a tip for you guys, is to paint both sides of it. But because it's already put together, I am not gonna try to do that because I think it'd be a big pain in the butt. Why don't you go play in the other room if you can't sit still?
I'm gonna get a deck of cards.
You're gonna what?
Go get a deck of cards.
All right, well, you can do that
Practice the
quietly.
riffle shuffle.
Okay.
Hey, friends.
Preston says hello. Hello, Louise. This part's probably not so fun for you guys, but we're gonna do the inserts next for Valentines. And all of February's files will get released on the 1st instead of as I paint them. Hey, Lori. So typically now what I do is when I go live and paint, I release the products at the same time for you guys. But what I'm going to do is just release everything on the 1st of the month for the month. And then I will still do my lives each week on Fridays and then any other random day throughout the week as well. And so if you wanted to paint with me, you could purchase the files at the beginning of the month, or the, sorry, not the files, the blanks at the beginning of the month. And then you'd have them to paint with me. Most of them, you might not have them in time for the first painting, but you can always go back and watch the replay. And I try to upload them to my YouTube as well. All right, almost done with the wagon. You know what? I'm not even pointed down here, you guys. Why did anybody tell me? Sorry. Now you can see what I'm doing. Y'all don't want to see my face. Huh?
That's why they could see me.
That's why, yeah, because I forgot to point the camera down. I was just chit-chatting and they were looking at me. That's no fun.
They're thinking, well, this lady's not doing good.
Yeah. They think I'm a nut. It's all right. I am.
My mom's no nut.
Almost done with this part. I know this is earlier than I said I was going to go live too, and I did not send out a message before I went live. It's just a total surprise. So most of the views will probably come from the replay, so that's okay. If you're watching the replay, just say hello. Let me know where you're watching from.
You can say hashtag replay or something.
They don't have to say hashtag anything. They can just say hi. They could if they want to. Hello, Tanya. I mean, it's a deck of cards. I can hear it, but it's not like screaming.
I play deck of cards all the time.
I know you do. All right, then I'm gonna get some black for my tires, wheels, I gotta quit calling them tires. And let's see about, go back to the side. I'm gonna get maybe a smaller brush even because I don't want to get black paint all over the brown wood.
Not very good with the riffle shuffle yet.
You get better when you practice. Just keep practicing. He's trying to learn new shuffling techniques. Black little wheel. Again, I do both sides of the wheels if I was painting it before I built it. So tip for anybody who purchases the Wagon, paint both sides
I should have glued it.
before you put it together. I needed to glue it to make sure that it worked. I couldn't put it together and verify that it worked without gluing it. So for my customers' sanity and sake, I made sure that it worked first.
Now you will probably paint tonight. I want to paint both sides.
I probably will paint one. I'll probably get a red one for like Christmas. Would be cute. Hello, Jeannie. Hello, Ruth. Would rather watch than make dinner. I don't blame you there. All right, so there's our Wagon wheels. I'm gonna do this side real quick, and then we've just got to do our handle. I'm gonna do our handle black, and then we get to go on to our Valentine inserts.
Oh, guys, I'm no good at this.
No good at it?
No, technically. It's the riffle shuffle. It's a really hard one to learn.
I'm not good at shuffling, so I'm not gonna be any help for you, dude.
I'm getting better at it, but...
You can do Rubik's Cubes. You can learn how to shuffle.
Yeah, I can do 5x5 Rubik's Cubes.
You can do anything you want to try, or anything you want to practice doing.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, I got some black on my little wooden spindle thingy. All right, there we go. I'll set that off to the side. Oops. Just gonna do this real quick. And I'm gonna use some, I'm gonna paint both sides of this just because it's a handle and you're definitely gonna see both sides, and it's not glued on, so I can use both sides or paint both sides for this still.
You didn't glue the handle on?
No, I didn't glue the handle on yet, no, because I wanted that part, I was able to see that it would work without gluing it. I see some orders coming in already. Thank you.
For what?
Thank you for the stars, Melissa.
Private Wagon.
Probably for the Wagon. I don't know. I didn't look at it, but that's usually what it is what we're painting live.
I'm getting real good at it now.
Good. You just got to keep going.
Hey.
I'm not even waiting for it to dry. I'm just getting paint all over my hands and moving on real quick so that we can, hi, Kathleen. So that we can move on to the fun stuff. But I didn't want to leave this unpainted and then get the inserts in there at the end and not have it have the full effect. So I wanted to start with this. I'll probably do a second layer of black paint on this, darken it up, make it look super good. The wheels I might leave how they are. Looks kind of rustic. Hey, Tracy. Sue ordered a Wagon. Yay! You're gonna love it. All right, so again, I see a few new names on here, so we're just doing the Wagon right now. Brand new to the website. It's a sitter, and then it will have different inserts, different holidays and things like that.
I'm craving a sausage link.
Mm. Hello, Tracy. Hi, Veralyn. All right, on to the fun part. I'm going to paint. That got brown paint on it. I don't know how I did that. I must have splattered it. I'm going to paint this background white. And this is going to be the part that says love that hangs on the edge of the wagon.
Wow.
Wow, what?
I got 3 of the aces on the board already.
Ooh. I will, Tracy. Yep. Definitely will have Easter. I don't have that out yet, but I will have some soon.
You ever craft from the clock?
No, I'm not in Craft Around the Clock, Press.
Oh, that lady.
No. I've told you before, just because you recognize the name, there are hundreds, thousands of people with the same names. It's not the same person. Hello, Vanessa. So back to your question, Tracy, I will have Easter. I am releasing all of the St. Patrick's Day stuff on February 1st, and the Easter stuff will come after that. First layer of white. I'm trying to decide. I think that I'll probably make these little hooks be black. So these are just what goes onto the wagon and then onto the sign. I can't think of what else to call it, so we're just going to go with sign.
I just burnt a
Yep,
card.
definitely. I'll get
I
those
just
on
burnt
there.
a card.
You burnt a card? What are you doing, playing poker?
No, solitaire. You're not supposed to burn cards in solitaire.
Yeah.
Guys, don't do that if you ever play solitaire.
No. No, you don't. I'm going to paint both sides of these little hooks. And
You didn't glue the hooks on either?
no, you won't glue your hooks on because the hooks you'll get new, I believe. I'm pretty sure that the hooks come with each kit. I have to double check that, but the hooks are part of the inserts or whatever you want to call them. The add-ons. Can't wait for St. Patty's Day. It's going to be so good. I'm so excited to paint St. Patrick's Day stuff. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. Goodness. All right. And then what I was thinking was doing bright red love on our white sign. And then we can add some more fun pinks and purples and things maybe on the rest of our stuff. Did I just put? I didn't. I found paint splattered on my ears this morning. So when I was painting last night, I must have splattered paint everywhere.
And she slept with it.
And I slept with it, yeah. But I washed it off this morning when I found it. I don't know. Like I said, I must have just got crazy. I don't know how that happened. All right, so some red for our love sign here.
People probably think you're weird and stuff like that.
Oh, I'm sure people think I'm weird, but that's all right.
Some people like weird crafters.
Some people like weird crafters, he says. So that's all right. These guys must love weird crafters if they're following me, right?
My mom does goofy stuff.
You see what my son thinks of me? You guys, I had to pick between the treadmill and coming live, and well, you guys won, so we'll see if I get to the treadmill yet.
All week.
That's not true.
You did it yesterday?
Well, yesterday was the first day of the week. I take Sundays off, so you're right. I haven't. Today's only Tuesday. I haven't done any yet, but I'm going on there after this.
Are you doing it tonight?
Did you just hear what I said?
Okay.
Okay, that was the answer.
5 hearts.
See some more orders. Thank you, thank you. All right, so there's the start of all of that. Then I think our XOXO, I'm thinking black background and white XOXO to make it like super pop. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for joining me. She said thanks for coming live instead of doing my workout, so. See, we got to make the people happy. It's their fault I didn't work out. Just kidding, guys. I'll get to it. I can't go long anyways. I can only do like 10 minutes without getting sick.
No, she's so excited. She knows that she can do it now.
I know. I am super excited. I haven't been
moved
able
it.
to use it for almost 3 years now because of my dizziness. So the fact that I can go on there at all is super
We had to
exciting.
move it because of a bad pool float that was
Yes.
coming
All
in your
right,
face.
press. Enough.
We don't need to know
Like I've said, you give way too many details.
what do they call that?
Call what?
Hold on.
Too many details? We call it Preston. That's what we call it.
TMI.
TMI, yes. Too much information. You just spout it all off. All right, so XOXO. I think I'm gonna like this. I hope. If not, I'll have to cut a new XOXO background at least for it. But I think that'll make it pop. And then, let's see.
I had a 2. There's a king.
These probably don't matter for side, but I'm really good at painting the back side. Your son is the same way. Must just be an age thing, but my goodness, I'm like, dude, they don't need to know every detail. Oops. I'm having fun with all the Valentine stuff, but I am super excited for the new stuff coming for St. Patrick's Day. It's going to be so fun. And then Easter stuff is going to be so fun. I've got that already picked out and ready to go. I just haven't cut anything yet. I like to cut mine first to make sure everything works. Huh?
Don't skip St. Patty's Day.
We won't skip St. Patty's Day. No, no, we will not. Okay, so we got all that going for our first coats of everything. So this little thing is meant to look like a calendar. February 14th. So give me some color ideas on this. This piece I'm thinking will be white, and then we'll have some colorful, everything else will be colorful. And then we've got our cute little heart thing here. So each one of our hearts can be different colors. We can do maybe a pink, a red, and a purple on this. And then the writing can all be white, or we could do different colors for the, you know, to coordinate with the writing. Maybe, here's my thoughts, maybe pink for this big square, white for this square, and then red for the writing on these. What do you guys think about that? Let me know. I'm gonna work on second coating some of these pieces that are dry. Love that second coat. It makes it so nice and bright. Yes, for the color ideas. All right, perfect. Just gonna do a second coat on these real quick, and then I'll switch over and start painting my first coat on all of our colorful things.
Do you do white for your base coats?
No. I don't base coat with a separate color usually, unless there's a whole lot of white on something, and then I'll do the whole thing white first. But otherwise I just use my color and do two coats.
Now once you put the first coat of paint on, then the wood doesn't want to suck it up as much. It's way easier.
Correct, yep, the second coat's better, easier.
Hey, give me a key. There we go.
All right. So I'm gonna do these in red, this in white, and this in pink. Okay. I have to talk myself through it so I don't mess it up. And I might as well do my second coat of my red level. I got the red sponge out too. Get that out of the way.
Starving.
You're starving. We'll have to go eat when we're done here, okay?
Oh, I did not even notice I could do that.
I don't know how you're ever starving. You eat all the time.
I'm always hungry.
Hungry, maybe you get hungry. I'll agree with that, but I don't think you've ever been starving in your life.
Except right now.
You're not starving. You're just hungry. All right, and you know what? Our second coat is actually ready because these dry super fast, so we might as well do it before we move on. There's paint boogers, clumpy paint boogers. Let's get rid of those. Try again. All right. What do we say? White on this piece, a smaller little, it's gonna be like our little piece of paper. It seems super hot in here tonight, doesn't it? Or is it just me?
I'm right by a vent, so it's pretty warm.
I know, that doesn't usually, well, it's either super hot in here or cold, so.
Jesus.
I guess today it's hot. I was gonna say cold.
The mother load right here.
All right, and then find me a brush to do pink with. I got an itch, but I don't want to get paint all over my shirt. Pink, we're gonna do pink. Let's see what pink we want to use. I think we should try these ones. Let's do fuchsia today.
I don't want. I won the game.
You won? You won solitaire against yourself? It's amazing.
Solitaire against yourself really is not. That's the game versus you.
Oh, so you won against the game?
If you can't go, it means you lost and the game wins.
I know how it works, goofball.
I have a whole deck of spider solitaire cards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about going to get them right now.
You know you can think things without saying it, right? Do you? I know you do because I've told you. There's our pink background. Hello, Sharon. How are you? All right, push this off to the side here. And then, oh, my back hurts. I've sat all day for work. I came down here and worked this morning. I think that I need to not sit. Let's do, I think we should do one in this magenta color, maybe one in the fuchsia color. Should they just be all three pinks? Let's do all three pinks on the hearts because we don't have a lot of pink yet. And then I can do the letters different colors or something.
Did you go
maybe.
live when you painted our dogs? Those blend pieces?
No, I did not. Keep that shut, please, when you walk out. Thank you. He does not listen. He left it wide open. Different shades. Yeah, different shades of pink in there for the hearts. Do what? What'd you say? Hi, Karen. I think they're talking about me, but I can't hear what they're saying. All right, let's do Cutie Pie in this color that I've got out already. which is magenta. No, fuchsia. Fuchsia is what we're using right now. I use both, but mostly acrylics. So these are all acrylics. They're apple barrel paints. Sometimes, though, I do use chalk paint, but not very often. I use mostly acrylics. All right, there's that one. Let's get another. I'm gonna have a million paintbrushes out here tonight. Let's do Pink Parfait. I'll do that one over here. And then I think I'll just kind of like outline it and do my lettering in different pinks, like, or maybe I'll do white lettering but outline it in different. I don't know. I got to see it put together before I can decide. I think they're talking about me because I need to clean my fans on my Glowforge before I can cut any more files, and I just asked my dad to help, and I think that's what he came down here to do, but since I'm live, he won't come in here. All right, and then we're gonna use bright magenta for our last little one. Ooh, I like this color. That is pretty. Super pretty. Oh, I like it. It's gonna be awesome. Hello, Priscilla. Did you guys see I posted just before I came live, so you probably didn't see it yet, but I got my sublimation printer all hooked up and I made my mug. My colors aren't 100% accurate yet, but, well, I'll show you. Let's see here. So these I didn't make. I ordered these before. So this is the true colors of my logo. This is a little bit like yellow tinted, so I got to work on getting my colors right, but I'm super excited for my printer to be used. It's going to get its use for sure. Okay, we can do our second coat on these two real quick. I am like sweating to death in here tonight. It's not usually this hot, I swear. Maybe it's the timing. Maybe because I usually come down first thing in the morning or later at night. I don't know. Hey, Kelly. Oops, I just ran my nail across it. Let me fix that. There we go. And this one, right? Yes, was the same color. All right, so then what was next? Next we did, what was it? Pink Parfait for this one. Guys, we're almost done with this. We can glue it all together and see the finished project. I had been eyeing these wagons for a long time. I finally decided to get them added to the website, so I'm super excited about this project. I love anything that can be reused, so you can just get the little inserts and then they're easy to store because they're not huge and you just use the same piece of decor all year long. Main piece of decor, I should say, not the all of it, but you can. I'm gonna add eventually I'm gonna get like everyday pieces on here, maybe like a coffee bar theme or something like that, so that way you could use it all year and not have to trade it out if you didn't want to. Awesome, done with that. So what I'm thinking, I gotta let these dry a little bit before I do it though, but what I'm thinking is like the outline on this will be a different color than the heart itself, and then the lettering, I think I'm gonna do the words in pink, or not pink and white on all of the pink hearts. And this doesn't have to have any color on it because it's gonna cover, it's all gonna be covered, it's just the backer. Let me do my second coat of black on these pieces while we let those dry. I don't think, here it is. Gonna need more black paint, I'm almost out. On my plate, I've got plenty of black paint. You guys should see all the paint. My table has like bookshelves on the side of it, and it's all filled with extra paint, and then I have this huge carousel thing over here full of paint, and my windowsill full of paint, and then I have a little like craft station cart thing full of paint, and I have another table just like this that has paint on its bookshelf. I won't run out for a while. But you know, it wasn't long ago and it was hard to get certain colors and paint was out all over the place. And so when I could buy it, I just bought different kinds of paint to make sure that I didn't run out. Paint as quick as I can so y'all can see it finished. Almost done. All right, gotta let that dry. This over here. Those are mostly dry. I want to see them in here to figure out what colors I want to use. So here's our hearts. So far, I'm thinking of doing white lettering on all of them. Should I use a light purple and outline all of them light purple, or should I move around and do like the magenta around here and then a light one around there? Should I do it like that instead? What do you guys think? I think maybe adding in a purple's too much. Maybe we should leave it with the colors that we've got. What's up, dude?
They're out here.
Okay.
I'll be out here if you need me.
All right, love you. Gosh darn it. Ugh. All right, that's not gonna work. Hey, Sherry. All right, I'm not getting a response yet, so, oops. No, I wasn't talking to you. I thought I was talking to, what is it? Not Alexa. I don't have an Alexa in here, but the other one. Okay, let's do, I am making the decision. We're gonna go ahead and do the darker purple around, or darker pink around this top one. I got it all over on the inside. Let me clean that out. I'm doing good, Sherry. How are you? Oh, Melissa. White would have been good. I already started the pink, though. If I do that now, it's going to have a pink. Well, I could probably flip it over. I can't, because then it won't have the etched writing, and I cannot do that on my own. Let's try this. If it don't work, I can sand it off and change it to white. Then, so we've got the dark one on there. Let's do the really light one over here on this one, I think. Pink Parfait. Hello, Ruby. The pink will be cute too. I think it'll turn out all right, but white would have been good. It would have made it really pop, I think. I just think this magenta color is going to be really hard to cover. Not impossible, but hard. All right, so there's that. I'm gonna fix this a little bit. I feel like that heart's too big there. And then I'll use, oops, I don't have any more of that one left, the fuchsia on this other one. This color I feel like doesn't show up until the second coat. Doesn't show up very good. There's our little hearts. I'll do a second coat on at least these two bottom ones. The other one may not need it. And while we're letting this dry, I'll go ahead and start gluing some stuff on. I'm so excited to see this one all done. The frame stain would have been cute as well. Oh, that would have too. There's so many different options with paint, which is awesome, but sometimes makes it hard to figure out what you want to do too. That's the hardest part for me sometimes, is picking what colors, because everything looks cute or sounds cute. It's hard to decide what to go with. And pink is my favorite color, if you guys haven't figured that out. So I would do pink on everything if I could. What glue? So I use different glues. This is actually my new favorite. I love the tip on it, and it's easy to use, and it dries super fast. You do want to be careful not to get it on your fingers because they will adhere to each other, but it's called Stick Fast, and I got it on Amazon. The other glue that I use, E6000, is another good one. This one takes longer to dry though. And B7000, which is just like a knockoff of the E6000. So here is our XOXO. I'm gonna lay these out before I put them on here so they're spaced correctly. Oh no, I got black on here. What in the heck? I must have had wet black paint on my hands. Let's see if we can cover it. Be lazy and not try to repaint over it. Nope, it's not gonna work because it's got to go over here farther. Maybe like this. I feel like it's still spaced that way too far. There. Yeah, you're welcome. Well, let me know anytime you have questions. I'm happy to help. My hands get shaky at this time of night, and so we'll see if I can get these placed on here straight. They might be all wonky and all over the place, but if they end up that way, we're just gonna pretend like we did it on purpose. Oops, I got a little too much glue on there. I don't know, I feel like it's still spaced kind of funky, but it is what it is. We're gonna leave it. And what else do we have? Is this stuff dry yet? Ready for a second coat probably. Let me do that while we're in the process of getting everything completed here. So this is, I think, this color. I got way too much on the brush. It's all over the edges. This is why I do usually like to use the sponges, because I don't have to worry about getting my edges all messed up, but I really couldn't even tell you why I decided to use the brushes and not the sponges for most of it. I just use my finger to clean the edges off before it dries. And then I think we're done with that color, so let's go to this last color, our fuchsia. This big brush might not have been the smartest to use probably with what I'm doing here, but it is what it is. I'll clean up these edges. There's a little bit where the magenta should have been, but that will be all right too. Let me do, oh yeah, this is the part. This is the part. I'm doing it right. I was confused for a second, but I got it. Back to reality now. February. Isn't that cute? I can't wait to get it all put together. All right, we gotta let that dry. These should be dry. Yep, they are. So let me glue this together. Let me see how I'm gonna glue this together first of all. So these little pieces have little squares in them, and I just kind of stick them. Let me do it like this again. Hello, you can come in, I'm live, I'm almost done.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't it? She thinks she's coming to steal it.
No, I'm not. You're just gonna give it to me.
Oh, I'm just gonna give it to her.
Enjoy.
Thanks, I'll be done in just a minute. I'll come see ya. You know what? I might not glue it. It might be more of a pain in the butt to glue it in there than to just leave it like it is. The rest of the pieces were good, and this stays. I didn't have that kind of glue. Oh! Did it work good for you? I haven't tried that, but any kind of glue should work. Let's see. I don't think this is dry enough to be hung yet. And I do have to make that correction where I got the white on, or the black on there, but I can do that when we're off the live later, so you guys don't gotta watch that part. Let's see, I think that this is ready. Oh, we didn't do our white parts. I didn't do the writing yet. I can do that with marker. Let me see about a teeny tiny, let's try this. Go into the magenta here. See if I can fix this little part. And okay, I think I fixed those. What I am gonna do though is glue this down. And we can deal with the writing in just a minute. This glue dries super fast, so I try to just throw some squiggles in the middle if I have a big piece like that. And move quick, because otherwise it dries fast. Just kind of push it on there. So there's that. So far, so good. Yes, yes, that's true. I burn myself if I try to use a hot glue gun. Oh my gosh. Not good. I'm not good with a hot glue gun. I think these bigger parts, so on these, see how one side's longer than the other one? I think this part's gonna go on the Wagon. I'm brand new to this myself, so y'all are learning with me. But I think that's the way that that should go. And then this will hook on to the smaller part. Let's see if I can move it over here so you guys can see. And then once it's painted too, sometimes it's, okay. So you want to go straight and then straight down. So there's our little love. And we're gonna throw February 14th in here. I think I'm gonna stick my pieces like this. There we go. That is our little Valentine's sitter. I'm gonna go through and put the white words on. I'm gonna do that just with my, I've got a, no I'm not, because sometimes that marker don't work very good. I've got a Sharpie marker, paint marker. Thanks, Ruth. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to display it. I do have to fix that part before I put it up anywhere, but I think it's super cute. And all the orders that I saw come through, bear with me just a little bit. I do have on my website that it's 3 to 5 day turnaround time. Usually I get them cut the same night, but I do need to clean out my laser so that I don't catch my house on fire before I can cut anything else. So I'm gonna try to get that cleaned today and then get orders cut tomorrow or the next day, and I will get them shipped out ASAP. They should go out still before the weekend. I don't know. I'm afraid to ruin it. This one's kind of funky. Gotta find just the right paintbrush. That one might work, but I think this one might be better, or even this one. My goodness, decisions. Hello, thank you. All right, I'm gonna try this one. I think this one's the smallest of the bunch that I've grabbed. It's just a matter of if the bristles will stay together instead of spreading out. Hand painted with love, right? If it's not perfect, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get quiet for a minute while I try to concentrate on this, so bear with me, friends. And then I've noticed lately, instead of doing my outlines and like highlights and stuff right at the same time, I feel like to walk away a little bit and then come back and look at it and see where I want them, because otherwise at the end of painting, I am so excited to just get it done that sometimes I don't highlight and outline in the same spots that I would if I waited. So that's another little tip. Walk away for a while or for the night and come back tomorrow and look at it before you finish it. Cutie pie. Found myself holding my breath. That's what I'm doing while I'm painting it, so you gotta breathe. One of us has to have oxygen. When I first started, I loved to use the paint pens for this part, but now I find most of the time I can do better without the paint pens, so it's always an option, but you'll get better with time, so just keep doing it. Oh, look at, see, I messed up, but that's all right. Went a little outside of my line, but you know what? From a distance, no one's even gonna notice it. Oops, I got into some dry paint there. That didn't work. Going over it one time is okay, but if I try to go over it and do a second coat on my lettering, that's where I mess up really bad. So I usually don't do a second coat on my paint, on my lettering parts. And I can feel my hand getting really shaky now the longer I try to do these small pieces. Oh my gosh. On the darkest one where it shows up the most, look at, I just made a mess there of my U. Stop shaking. We're almost done, arm, we can do it. Starting to look like, did I get a lot of snow yesterday? We did. We got probably, I don't know, quite a bit. I don't know exactly what we got, but we got quite a bit. They said up to 5 inches, but I think we got more than that. Preston was in 7th heaven cleaning all the snow. He did the snow blowing. He cleaned up for the dogs. We have a trail in the backyard for the dogs to roam around in the winter. When they go outside. And then he woke up this morning. He's like, I'm gonna have to clean the snow again. He's ready to go at it. He went out. Did he go out today? I don't think he did end up going out today. He was going to go shovel, but I don't think he did. So there's my letters. See, you guys, from a distance, it doesn't look bad, but if you get up close, you can see all my little mistakes. My painting is not perfect. All right, let me show you guys. I'm not gonna stick this one back in there exactly because I don't want it to smudge my paint, but let me see if I can like hold it here like this maybe. I can, but I gotta get in the camera. Here we go. So here we are. There is our Valentine's Day inserts. So the Valentine inserts comes with this, and all of this. And your Wagon will come with all the pieces to build this part. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me again tonight. Oops, oh my goodness. Again tonight, there's a few spots that I see that I had paint on my hands that I got all over different spots, so I've got to clean that up, but not a big deal. I'll get that all cleaned up, and I will come back down here either later tonight after my treadmill and work on some highlights and outlining and stuff, and I'll get some pictures taken and posted tomorrow. But thank you guys again so much for hanging out, and I will be live again Friday morning at 8:45 a.m. Eastern time. So come and say hello to me Friday if you're able to, but I will see you guys later. Have a good week. Bye.